name's Josh Simone. I'm with Paul Rushforth Real Estate, and this is the first episode of Ottawa Eats. And the reason we're doing this is we're constantly going across the city on the go, obviously getting food, so we just wanted to bring some of our favorite spots to you guys, as well as hopefully find some hidden gems. So first stop on the list is one of my personal favorites in the whole city, Meatings, Orleans. Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Good, man. Nice to see you.
All right, well, thanks for having us here for the first episode.
No problem.
So let's start off with the food. That's the most important part.
That's the most important part here, man.
So I've been here many times. One of my favorite spots.
It's hard to pick. We've got a lot of them. Obviously the traditional stuff like pulled pork, ribs, but some of the ones that people don't necessarily know about that we offer here, not a lot of people offer in the city, smoked brisket. So we smoke it over maple wood for 12 to 14 hours overnight.
Okay.
So we literally load up the smoker at night when we close up, and then come back in the morning, pull it out, and slice it fresh to order. And another thing that we do differently is all the meats that we serve is all dry rub. Typically when people think barbecue, think, messy, saucy. So we do a little bit different, like I said, with the dry rub. So we're focused a lot more on the actual rub that we use, the spices, flavoring that we use in there, and the actual wood that we use, again, Quebec sugar maple.
So the most underrated thing on the menu, the hidden gem that no one really knows about,
has been the tacos.
Oh, wow.
We just kind of released them at the start of summer. Not a lot of people think, barbecue, tacos, but the combination of the smoky meats, and we do all fresh toppings. So we do like fresh chimichurri, fresh pico de gallo. We make our own avocado dressing, pineapple, grilled corn, pickled onions. You can top it how you want it.
I've heard about you guys. I've known about you guys for a while as a catering company.
Yeah.
The restaurant's new. It's been here since about January.
Exactly.
But I don't know a ton about how did this all get started?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So if you look back about 5 years ago now, 2012, I was barbecuing for buddies on weekends. I grew up in Cumberland, just east of here. Country backyard, bonfire pit, a couple barbecues on the back deck. My dad was always barbecuing growing up, and I always kind of got a little addicted to the smell, and ended up, taking some techniques from him, and then on the weekends I'd ended up grilling for my buddies. So they'd come over on Friday or Saturday night, feed him some beers and feed him some different creations that I had thought of, during the week, and was doing that for about a year. And then my dad and I decided to do a pig roast. So we invited a bunch of family friends over, did a big pig roast, big party, and then I had about 5 or 6 people ask me to do a pig roast for them later on the summertime or the year after. And I was bouncing between jobs, didn't really know what I was going to do with my career, and then I thought I could make some money doing this on weekends, and that's where the kind of name Meetings started. I'd bring the meat, beer, games, and kind of throw a meeting together, and then so I was doing a couple parties like that, and then I got a call for a wedding one day, and they wanted a pig roast at their wedding, and I was kind of taken aback by that a little bit, but I ended up meeting with them. They were super cool, did the wedding. Then the year after, someone that was at that wedding booked us for their wedding, and then the ball just kept on kept rolling, and party after party, and ended up growing out of my dad's garage, started renting different kind of commercial kitchens, and then we were looking for a spot to move into to have our own spot. And growing up in Orleans, figured might as well stay local. That's where a lot of our suppliers were, and we ended up moving here last year and then opened in January.
So Matt, every time I come in here, one of the things I'm mesmerized by is this map. This whole wall, really. I think it seems like everything's coming from somewhere somewhat local.
Yeah, definitely.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about, what's coming from where? We can go
for sure. Yeah. So as I mentioned, when I did the first pig roast at my dad's house, we're looking for a pig. You can't just go to the grocery store and pick up a pig. So I found a local butcher who was nearby, and he's still 10 minutes up the hill from here. So that was Laverne Western Beef. We built a great relationship with him over the past couple of years. We do all their client appreciation parties, and they provide us with pretty much all the meat that we get here, the pork, the sausages, the brisket, and then that's just been a big focal point of the company is using the local suppliers that we have around here. Our bakery again is 5 minutes up the hill, top of the hill bakery. Prue Farm was in my backyard when I grew up in Cumberland, so we used their maple syrup for the smoked beans, and then barbecue sauce, maple barbecue sauce.
All right, Matt. the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
How do I make that at home?
No way, man. We're not giving out that secret recipe. I'll give you some tips on the meats, but that's it, man. It's a house special.
Crap, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, Matt, thanks so much for having us. Thank you for being on the first episode of Ottawa Eats. And
See you soon.
let us know what you think and let us know about some other stops you want to see on the tour. But we'll see you next time. Going right here. Ottawa. Oh, it's raining